won't go home, Daddy. Not until you choose her.
I won't go home, Daddy, the little girl cried. Not until you choose her. Well, aren't you a pretty thing? Foreman Boyd's voice oozed charm as a young blonde stepped forward in the town square hiring line, where women waited for ranch work, cooking, cleaning, tending children. Emma, sir. She blushed, tucking a curl behind her ear. Boyd held her hand longer than needed. Sweet name for a sweet girl. You're hired, Carter Ranch, tomorrow morning. Emma giggled and stepped aside. Next came a slender brunette. Name? Boyd asked. Sarah, sir. He circled her, nodding. Strong hands. Good posture. You'll do fine. The line moved quickly. Boyd joked with the pretty ones, his laughter loud and easy, until Iris Holbrook stepped forward. His smile vanished. He looked her over, plain green dress, round face, sewing samples clutched tight. Name? He asked, voice cold. Iris Holbrook, sir. I can cook clean, so... Can you haul water? Chop wood? Keep pace on a working ranch? I've done it before. I just need a chance. Boyd snorted. I doubt that. Laughter rippled through the line. She'd break the axe before she split a log, someone jeered. Iris's face burned. Please, sir. I'm a widow. I just need work. Boyd turned to the crowd. She wants a chance, he mocked. More laughter. Someone shoved Iris. Move along, you're wasting our time. Another push sent her sprawling, sewing bundles scattering in the dust. The crowd roared. She can't even stand. Who'd hire her? Iris gathered her things with shaking hands, holding back tears. Boyd sneered. You're done here. Move along. She limped to a bench at the far edge of the square and finally let the tears fall. Across the square, Daniel Hardin stood with his 6-year-old daughter, Abby. His jaw was tight, but he said nothing. Papa, they're being mean to that lady, Abby whispered. I know. Then why aren't you stopping them? It's not my place, Abby. She looked up at him. What about her? For our house. Daniel glanced at Iris. She's not what we need. Why not? Because she'd struggled. Because others would talk. Because pity wasn't practicality. Just because, he said. Abby frowned but stayed quiet. Daniel approached Boyd. Need a housekeeper. Good with children. Boyd's grin returned. You came to the right man. He gestured toward a tall, polished woman nearby. Margaret, best one I've got. Experienced and easy on the eyes. Margaret smiled, practiced and confident. She'll do, Daniel said. Boyd clapped him on the shoulder. Smart choice. She'll start tomorrow. When Daniel turned back, Abby was gone. Abby? Panic struck, until he spotted her sitting beside Iris on the bench. Abby's small legs swung as she looked up at Iris. Are you sad? Iris blinked, surprised. A little, sweetheart. Those people were mean. Yes, they were. My mama used to say life isn't always fair, Abby said softly. She died. 3 years ago. Iris's heart squeezed. I'm so sorry. Abby nodded. I don't remember much. Just little pieces. Do you have children? No. I wanted them, but it never happened. Abby studied her, then said simply, Then you can be my mama. The words hit Iris like a blow. Tears slipped before she could stop them. Oh, sweetheart. Abby. Daniel's voice cut through as he strode over. Relief and frustration mingled on his face. I just wanted to talk to her, Abby said. Iris rose quickly. I'm sorry, sir, she. It's fine, Daniel said curtly. Come on, Abby. We're leaving. As he led her away, Abby called back, Goodbye, Miss Iris. Iris lifted a trembling hand and managed a small smile. At the wagon, Abby dug in her heels. Papa, why can't we take Miss Iris home? Because we already hired someone. But I don't want that other lady. I want her. Daniel knelt. Abby, the hiring has rules. Only women approved by the foreman can work on ranches. Miss Iris wasn't approved. Why not? Because people judge what they see. Because he'd been a coward. It's complicated, he muttered. Abby crossed her arms. I want Miss Iris. Abby. No, Papa. You have to choose her. I can't. It's against the rules. Abby's chin trembled, but her voice rose. Then I won't go home. Not unless you choose her. Matron Walsh hurried over. Mr. Harden, control your child. Abby's tears fell. Please, Papa. Please pick Miss Iris. Boyd stepped up, arms folded. Problem here? My daughter wants me to hire the woman you rejected. Boyd smirked. That one? Not a chance. Council rules. Take Margaret, she's the best. Daniel looked at Margaret, laughing with another woman. Then at Abby's tear-streaked face. Then across the square, at Iris, still sitting quietly, eyes full of both pain and grace. He made his choice. Fine, he said. I'll take her. Boyd blinked. Margaret. No. Daniel's voice was firm. Iris Holbrook. Boyd's smile vanished. You can't. I just did. Daniel crossed the square. Miss Holbrook, he said gently, you're coming with us. Iris froze, unsure if she'd heard right. Abby grabbed her hand, grinning through tears. See? I told you, Papa chose you. Daniel Harden walked away from that square with his daughter and the woman everyone had mocked. He didn't look back. The ride to the ranch was quiet except for wagon wheels crunching over dirt. Abby sat between them, swinging her legs, sneaking glances at Iris like she was making sure she was real. Iris kept her hands folded tight, trying not to take up too much space. She didn't belong here. Not really. Daniel drove in silence, jaw set, eyes on the road. After a while, Abby leaned against Iris's arm. Do you know any songs? A few. Will you teach me one? Abby, let Miss Iris rest, Daniel said quietly. It's all right. Iris's voice was soft. I know one about a sparrow. Would you like to hear it? Abby nodded eagerly. Iris sang, low, slightly off-key but warm. Abby listened, then joined in, making up words when she didn't know them. Daniel's shoulders loosened just slightly. The ranch appeared over the hill, modest but solid. Barn, corral, chickens scratching near the porch. Daniel helped Iris down. His hand was rough, warm. Thank you, she whispered. He nodded once, then lifted Abby. Inside, the house was simple. Wood stove, table, rocking chair by the fireplace. Everything worn but cared for. Daniel gestured to a small room off the kitchen. You'll have privacy here. It's perfect. Meals at regular times. Abby needs looking after while I work. Mending as needed. He paused. But if something's too much, I'll manage. And Mr. Harden, her throat tightened. Thank you. Don't thank me yet. That afternoon, Iris worked steadily. Swept floors. Organized the pantry. Made stew with what she found, potatoes, carrots, a bit of salt pork. Abby appeared at her elbow. Can I help? Of course. Really? Mama never let me. Said I made messes. Iris crouched down. Then we'll make messes together. They peeled potatoes side by side. Abby's pieces were uneven, some thick, some paper thin. Iris didn't correct her. Just smiled and dropped them in the pot. At supper, Daniel took one bite and stopped. This is good. Abby beamed. I helped. You did. Miss Iris let me peel. I wasn't good at it, but she didn't mind. Daniel's eyes found Iris. Something shifted in his expression. After the meal, Abby pulled Iris outside. Come see the chickens. Abby, Miss Iris has worked all day. I'd love to, Iris said. Outside, evening air cooled Iris's face. Abby led her to the coop, chattering about which hen was meanest. Can you teach me to collect eggs without getting pecked? I'll try. Iris showed her, move slow, speak soft. When a hen fluffed and pecked Abby's hand, the girl yelped. "She hates me." Iris laughed, a real laugh, surprised out of her. "She's just protecting her babies. Like a mama should." "But it hurt." "I know, but you were brave. And brave people get pecked sometimes. Doesn't mean you stop trying." Abby thought about this, then nodded. "Okay." She tried again. Got the egg. Held it up like treasure. From the barn door, Daniel watched. His wife never laughed with Abby. Never knelt in dirt. Never made courage feel like enough. That night, Iris sat mending Daniel's torn shirt by candlelight. She hadn't been asked, but she'd seen it and thought, why not? A knock. "Miss Holbrook." She opened the door. Daniel stood there holding a quilt. "Nights get cold. Thought you might need this." "Thank you." He noticed the shirt. "You didn't have to." "I wanted to." He stood a moment longer, like he had more to say. Then nodded and left. Iris closed the door, pressed her hand to her racing heart. Morning brought a visitor. Mrs. Fletcher from the next property arrived with eggs to trade. She stopped when she saw Iris in the kitchen, hands white with flour. "Oh, you're the one from the square." Iris's hands stilled. "Yes, ma'am." Mrs. Fletcher's eyes traveled up and down. "I see." She set the eggs on the table, took her flour, left without another word. But outside, her voice carried. "That woman, Daniel? The one they all laughed at. She's my housekeeper. It's improper. Unmarried woman. A child in the house. People will talk. Let them. I'm only thinking of Abby. Appearances matter." Inside, Iris stood frozen. The old shame crept back like ice water. She spent the rest of the day quieter, smaller, trying to be invisible. Evening came. Abby slipped on the porch steps, scraped her knee. Iris was there in seconds, scooping her up. "Let me see, sweetheart." Blood seeped through torn fabric. Iris carried her inside, sat her on the table, cleaned the scrape gently. "It stings." "I know. You're so brave. Just a little more." Daniel appeared, saw blood, went pale. "What happened?" She slipped. "It's not deep." He watched Iris wrap clean cloth around Abby's knee. Her hands sure and gentle. His wife would have scolded Abby for being careless, for tearing her dress. Iris just held her until the tears stopped. "All better." Abby threw arms around Iris's neck. Daniel's throat went tight. Later, he found Iris on the porch. "Thank you. For today." "You don't need to thank me." "Yes, I do." He leaned on the rail. "My wife, Sarah, she was beautiful. Everyone said so. But she didn't want this life. Resented the ranch. Resented Abby for tying her here. When she died, I grieved. But I also felt guilty that I wasn't more heartbroken." Iris was quiet. Then, "My husband married me on a bet." His friends dared him. On our wedding night, they waited outside to see if he'd actually. She swallowed. "Years later, he told me. Thought it was funny. When he died, I felt free. Then guilty for feeling free." Daniel looked at her. "We married the wrong people." "Yes. Maybe that means we know what the right person looks like now." Iris's breath caught. Before either could speak, a coyote howled. The moment broke. "I should check the animals," Daniel said. He left. Iris sat alone, his words echoing. The right person. 3 weeks passed like water over stone. Slow, steady, changing everything. Mornings fell into rhythm. Iris woke before dawn, started the fire, made coffee Daniel never left a drop of. Abby appeared soon after, climbing into Iris's lap like she'd always belonged there. The house felt different. Warmer. Alive. One afternoon, Abby found Iris mending by the window. "Miss Iris, will you teach me to braid hair? Like you did for yourself?" "Of course." They sat on the porch, Iris's fingers gentle as she sectioned Abby's dark hair. "You have to split it into 3 parts. Then cross them over, keeping it snug but not too tight. It's hard. Takes practice. Abby was quiet, then, Miss Iris? Yes. Do you think I'm pretty? Iris's hands stilled. She turned Abby around gently. I think you're beautiful. Really? Sarah Miller said I have a funny nose. Sarah Miller is wrong. Iris cupped Abby's face. You have your papa's eyes. Strong and honest. And your nose is perfect. Abby threw her arms around Iris's neck. From the barn door, Daniel watched. Something cracking open in his chest. That evening, Daniel found a wooden comb on the table, the one he'd carved weeks ago but been too nervous to give. He left it with a note, thought of you. The next morning, Iris wore it in her hair. Daniel saw it. Said nothing, but something passed between them across the breakfast table. That afternoon, everything changed. Iris was hanging laundry when hoofbeats approached. 3 riders. Cowboys from town. Tom led them, grinning wide. They rode right up to the house. Well, Hardin's new housekeeper. Iris kept working, hands trembling. Heard you're the one from the square. The one nobody wanted. She didn't respond. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? One laughed. Or just too much of you to find it? Tom circled closer. Tell me, what kind of work you really doing here? Can't imagine Hardin hired you for your looks. Or your charm, another added. Cruel laughter. Iris's face burned. She reached for another sheet. Maybe she's good for other things, Tom said. Things a man don't talk about. That's enough. Daniel's voice cut through. He stood at the barn, jaw tight. Tom grinned. Just conversation, Hardin. You're making trouble. Get off my property. We're curious what you see in her. She's not pretty. Not respectable. So what's she good for? Daniel's fists clenched. Last warning. She'll ruin you. Whole town's talking. Unmarried woman living here with your girl. Council won't stand for it. Tom smirked. Week maybe two. Then they come knocking. Get out. They rode off, laughter trailing behind. Inside, Iris stood at the window, shaking. She'll ruin you. That evening, Abby chattered through supper. Iris barely heard. After Abby slept, Daniel found Iris on the porch. What Tom said was true. Iris's voice was flat. The town is talking. The council will come. I'm the reason. You're not. Yes, I am. Your reputation, Abby's future. I'm risking everything just being here. I don't care. You should. Hoofbeats interrupted. A buggy appeared. Preacher's wife. Matron Walsh. Both in black. Daniel stood. Stay here. Iris followed anyway. Mrs. Dalton spoke first. Mr. Hardin, this arrangement is improper. My household is my business. Not when it affects the community, Walsh said sharply. An unmarried woman under your roof with a child? Scandalous. Either she leaves, or you marry her properly. 1 week. Before Daniel could respond, the door flew open. Abby stood there, fists clenched. Stop being mean. Child. No. Abby shook with fury. You want Miss Iris gone, but she stays. She's good and kind, and if you make her leave, I'll hate you. Abby, Daniel started. I won't be quiet. Tears streamed. Miss Iris makes Papa smile. She makes me happy. You're trying to ruin it. Silence. Walsh cleared her throat. 1 week, Mr. Hardin. They left. Abby ran to Iris, who caught her tight. Daniel stood rigid. I'm sorry, Iris whispered. You didn't cause this. His voice was steel. They did. That night, Iris lay awake. 1 week. The next days were strange. Daniel found excuses to be near her. Fixed the cabinet she'd mentioned. Brought extra firewood. Stood closer when they both reached for something. Hands would brush. Eyes would meet. Neither pulled away fast enough. One evening after Abby slept, they sat on the porch. Iris. Her name. Not Miss Holbrook. Yes. What they said. About the week. He turned to face her. I've been thinking. You don't have to think about it. Her voice was steady though her heart raced. I'll leave before the week is up. I won't trap you. And if I don't want you to leave? She stared. Not because they're forcing me, he continued, but because when I think about you leaving, I can't breathe. Because my daughter laughs again. Because this house feels like home. He took her hand. Because I love you. Her breath caught. Daniel? A crash from inside. Something falling. Daniel stood quickly. I'll check on Abby. He went inside. Iris sat alone, his words echoing. I love you. Could it be real? Morning came with unspoken words hanging between them. Daniel had said he loved her. Then the moment broke, and neither had spoken of it since. Iris moved through her tasks, heart hammering every time he was near. That afternoon, Abby decided the barn cat needed a proper bed. Miss Iris, help me with the hay? Iris climbed the ladder to the loft. Here, let me. Daniel appeared below, steadying it. I've got it. She turned, foot slipping. She fell backward. Daniel caught her, arms wrapping around her waist, pulling her against him as they stumbled into the hay pile. They landed tangled. Iris sprawled across him, his hands at her waist, her palms on his chest. Time stopped. Inches apart. Gold flecks in his eyes. His breath on her face. His gaze dropped to her mouth. You all right? Voice rough. Yes. Barely a whisper. Neither moved. Daniel's hand came up, cupped her face. Thumb brushed her cheek. Iris. She leaned in just slightly. Are you kissing? Abby's shriek shattered it. They sprang apart, hay everywhere. Abby stood bouncing. You were. Does this mean wedding? Abby, Daniel started. Can I be flower girl? Inside. Now. She skipped away singing. Daniel turned to Iris. Hay stuck in his hair. Sorry. It's fine. Iris. She looked up. He stepped closer, brushed hay from her hair. She's not wrong. About the kissing. I wanted to. Still do. Her heart hammered. But when I do, I want you to know it means something. It already does. His eyes held hers. Good. That evening, Daniel found her on the porch. 2 cups of coffee. Thought you'd want this. They sat. Iris, about what I said last night. Before we were interrupted. Her hands tightened on the cup. I meant it. I love you. He set his cup down, took her hand. I know it's fast. But I'm tired of pretending. I love you. And if you'll have me, if you'll take a chance on me and my daughter, I'll spend my life making sure you never doubt it. Tears spilled. I love you too. Since you stood up for me in that square. Relief flooded his face. So. He cleared his throat. The council gave us a week. That's 5 days left. He turned to face her fully. Iris Holbrook, will you marry me? She stared. Now? You're asking now? I don't want to wait. Don't want to give the town a chance to interfere again. Don't want to risk losing you. He squeezed her hand. Marry me. Not because they demanded it, but because I want you. Because I choose you. Yes. She laughed through tears. Yes, Daniel. He pulled her close, pressed his forehead to hers. Thank God. The next morning, they told Abby. She screamed with joy, spun in circles. When do we get married? Soon, Daniel said. Tomorrow. Daniel looked at Iris. Actually, why not? Iris blinked. Tomorrow? Unless you want to wait? She thought of the town's judgment. The council's deadline. The way waiting felt like giving them power. Tomorrow, she said firmly. Abby cheered. That day, they prepared. Iris had no dress. Daniel found his mother's, simple, cream-colored, carefully preserved. It was hers. She'd want you to have it. Iris held it like treasure. Abby picked wildflowers from the field. For your hair. That evening, Daniel sat with Iris on the porch one last time before everything changed. Nervous? He asked. Terrified. Me too. She looked at him, surprised. I was married before, he said quietly. It wasn't good. I'm afraid I'll fail you the way I failed her. You didn't fail her, Daniel. She just wanted something you couldn't give. And what do you want? This. She gestured to the ranch, the stars. Just this. You, Abby, home. That's all I've ever wanted. He took her hand. Then that's what you'll have. I promise. They sat in comfortable silence. Tomorrow, everything would change. But tonight, they were just two people who'd found each other in the wreckage. And that was enough. Morning came bright and clear. Wedding day. Iris woke with her stomach in knots. She dressed in Daniel's mother's cream dress. Abby braided wildflowers into her hair. You look like a princess, Abby whispered. Iris's hands shook. What if they don't come? What if no one witnesses it? Papa will be there. I'll be there. That's enough. But Daniel had other plans. We're going to town, he announced. Iris went pale. What? We're getting married in the town square. Where this all started. Daniel, no. They'll mock us. They'll... Let them. His voice was firm. I'm not hiding you. Not hiding this. You were rejected in that square. Today, you'll be chosen there. Publicly. So everyone knows. They rode into town. Daniel, Iris, Abby. People stopped. So Daniel helped Iris down from the wagon. She wore the cream dress, wildflowers in her hair. She looked terrified and beautiful. What's going on? Someone asked. Daniel's voice carried. We're here to get married. Guess. Whispers. Boyd pushed through the crowd, sneering. You're really going through with this? Marrying her? Yes. You're a fool, Hardin. Maybe. Daniel stepped closer. But she's worth more than this whole town combined. She's kind when you were cruel. Strong when you tried to break her. And I love her. He said it loud. I love her. And anyone who has a problem with that can leave. No one left. But the sneers faded. The preacher appeared, looking uncomfortable. Mr. Hardin, is this official? It is. Marry us. Now. The preacher hesitated, then nodded. They stood in the square, the same spot where Iris had fallen weeks ago. Daniel took her hands. The preacher spoke. Dearly beloved. Iris barely heard. She was looking at Daniel. At Abby beside them. At the crowd watching with mixed expressions. Some bitter, some curious, a few actually smiling. Do you, Daniel Hardin, take Iris to be your wife? I do. And do you, Iris Holbrook, take Daniel to be your husband? Her voice was steady, strong. I do. Then by the power vested in me, I pronounce you husband and wife. Daniel kissed her. The crowd erupted, some clapping, some walking away in disgust, most just watching in shock. Abby cheered louder than anyone. When they pulled apart, Iris was crying. Why are you crying? Daniel whispered. Because I never thought. She couldn't finish. He understood. You're not alone anymore. Neither are you. They turned to face the crowd. Matron Walsh stood at the edge, arms crossed. But she didn't look angry. Just resigned. Mrs. Fletcher, the neighbor, stepped forward. Mr. Hardin. Mrs. Hardin. She nodded to Iris. I wish you well. It wasn't much. But it was something. Others followed. A few grudging congratulations. A few genuine smiles. Boyd stayed silent, glaring. Tom and his friends were nowhere to be seen. Daniel didn't care. He had what mattered. They rode home as the sun began to set. Daniel, Iris, and Abby. Abby chattered the whole way about the wedding, about how everyone saw, about how Miss Iris was officially her mama now. At the ranch, Daniel helped Iris down. How do you feel, Mrs. Hardin? She smiled. Like I'm home. You are. That evening they sat on the porch, The three of them. Abby fell asleep between them, exhausted from excitement. Daniel looked at Iris. I meant what I said. In the square. You're worth more than all of them. You didn't have to do that. Make it so public. Yes, I did. Because you deserved to be chosen. Loudly. Publicly. So there's no doubt. Iris leaned her head on his shoulder. Thank you. For what? For seeing me when I was invisible. He kissed the top of her head. You were never invisible. Not to me. Inside, they put Abby to bed. Then Daniel took Iris's hand, led her to the porch one more time. This is where it started. You and me. Really started. When you told me I didn't have to hide. And you stayed anyway. She smiled. Best decision I ever made. He kissed her then. Properly. No interruptions. When they pulled apart, both were breathless. Welcome home, Iris Harden. I'm already there. Above them, stars filled the sky. The house that had been cold was warm. The man who'd been alone had a family. The woman who'd been invisible was finally seen. And in a small ranch on the edge of town, love proved stronger than judgment. She fell in that square. She rose in it too. Chosen.